Hi everyone, thanks again for joining me for this week's Soulmate Oracle reading. Okay, we're coming close to the end of April and it's been a challenging month, I have to admit. There's been a lot that's been going on with the energy shifts and the changes with everyone adjusting to what has happened previously in March and the beginning of this month. A lot of these things that are shifting, a lot of these things that are changing are not necessarily meant to create negative energy or change things completely. They're actually to empower you. So sometimes when you go through something and it can seem like, wow, I'm never going to get through this. This is a challenge in my life. This is a time when you need to strike back. You need to fight back with all your might because everything happens for a reason. And I can't talk about what everyone is going through because I don't know. But from what I know from the divine, there's messages that come to you. You may be seeing signs. Things that are happening in your life is all happening not by accident, but there is a reason, there is a purpose, a divine purpose to get to your higher self and empower your life. Now, I know a lot of you are still recuperating from the Mercury retrograde shadow phase because we're almost at the end of it, but really try to embrace what you've accomplished in your life, accomplished during this time. Sometimes it's not necessarily all bad. Sometimes you're looking at the glass not half full, but actually looking at it half empty. Like I've been talking about in the previous readings, you need to focus on your inner light, and that's my ring going off again. And the cards that I've used were the Mystical Wisdom card deck by Gay Guthering. I think I said her name right, but the artwork is by Josephine Wall, and you've seen them in the previous decks that I've used. Okay, so I've shuffled the cards and I've asked for divine guidance on what we need to know in order for us to empower this week, how to get through whatever it is that may be preventing us from becoming stronger, to living our life to our highest potential with our divine partner. And the first card that I pulled, oh my goodness, it's a beautiful card. Face your fears. And as you could see, this beautiful horse, it's probably a unicorn because it's also colorful, is being ignited, releasing the power of fear. And as you can see, this person that is giving out a radiant energy of fear, letting go. Letting go, this person is letting go of the fear-based energy. And they're stampeding, they're moving together. They're igniting each other to release the power of fear. Now, we've talked about this many times, and many times fear can prevent us from actually moving forward. And I really feel that you're starting to get it, you're starting to feel empowered by releasing the fear, and you may be releasing it. So it's really time to face the fear-based energies that you've been holding on to. Now, we've talked about this previously in other readings, and you may get it, and maybe you don't really get it because you still are faced with the fear. Now, this message keeps coming out in almost every reading. We need to face our fears. We need to acknowledge what is troubling us, what we are holding on to. The Divine Masculine is trying to move forward. You know, as you could see in this card, Divine Masculine, he's trying to get out there. He wants more. He wants to find himself and really let go of that fear-based energy that prevents him from finding his true happiness, his divine light, that he wants to connect with the divine feminine and come to a divine union because they're definitely linked together. They're definitely one of two. And because they haven't gotten there yet, there's still something that they need to work on. And they both are working on it. The divine masculine and the divine feminine is working on the fear-based energies to get past all of this, to empower themselves so that they can move together into the divine area of love. Everybody goes through different areas of fear, and overcoming them can be a challenge. But you have to be the one to just stop, look, and listen, and open up your eyes. Say, you know what? I'm going to start facing my fear. If there's a phobia you have, maybe there is something you're afraid of heights. Maybe you need to face that fear. And I'm not saying go up on the top of a huge building and look out, but no, maybe you need to just say, I need to make friends with this phobia, whatever that may be. My phobia sometimes is insects. And you know what? I've learned to deal with it. I've learned to overcome those little insects that come near me. I'm actually scared of hornets and yellow jackets. But I've learned to face my fears, and these past few years, I'm able to, as you know, I've been outside a lot more in my previous readings, that I face my fears. And you know what? I've empowered myself. Although I will move away if one does come near me, but I've faced it. I'm not going to jump around. I'm not going to run. I am going to face it. And you know what? That helps me in my life, not just because I'm able to stay outside, but actually I faced my fear of something small that I've feared since I was a little girl, because I got stung quite a few times, and it always stayed with me. So you need to face those fears, whatever they may be. Maybe it's not pertaining to your situation, but you need to face the fear so that you can overcome the obstacles, if that makes sense. So whatever messages you're getting, I get the message that you need to just face the fear and let go of it. Okay, so let's go to the next card. Enlightenment. And that's a beautiful card. As you can see, she is involved with a lot of light, a lot of beauty, and it's all around her. And this is a card that comes up as an enlightenment in your life. Pursue personal growth, as it says on the bottom. And that's the message here. Enlightenment. Enlightening your life. Enlightening what is around you. If you don't pursue it, if you don't go for it, if you don't face your fears and let go of what is causing you to be at a standstill with your relationship, you're always going to feel stuck. There's something more that you need to talk about with your divine partner. Maybe there is something that you've been holding back that you're afraid of. Maybe you're afraid to face the fear that they may leave you, and you need to face that fact if that's the case, because you can't live with a situation if you're always going to feel that they're going to leave. If you talk about something that bothers you, maybe they're not expressing enough emotion, enough love, enough of something that you can't feel complete with them. That's the divine feminine that is scared. That's the fear-based energy, because she is not enlightening herself so she can grow spiritually with her divine partner, with her love relationship. Maybe this is a relationship that she needs to examine a little further. Something is happening. Something is going on. You're feeling something. I definitely can feel like something is going on, that it's time to embrace the truth inside you. Your inner soul is craving this, because if you're not facing your fear, you're not growing, and you're at a standstill, and you have actually kept yourself in this little box, and you're not shining, because you need to shine. You need to let go of that. Maybe he needs to hear it. Maybe divine energies with divine masculine needs to hear it. Maybe the divine feminine needs to bring out whatever it is to empower their life, to enlighten, so that they can live into a beautiful relationship together. Now, I'm not reflecting this on as the man to be the divine masculine and the woman to be the divine feminine, although it sometimes works out that way, but it can also be reversed, because sometimes we reflect more on the divine masculine than divine feminine, and we're male and female going with opposite energies. So you need to look at what you're going through. So you need to understand that it's all part of the soul process that you're on right now with this person. It's all about helping you both come together into a divine union. Okay, so let's go to the next card. Oh, very pretty. Very yellow. Let's look at this card for a moment. I have to just take a quick peek. I look at these cards all the time, but you know what? It's just that it's a newer deck since the past month that I'm just examining them. I have quite a few new decks that I'm going to be using in the future readings, and I always get inspired. I always look at the messages that are coming through. Just like that, I look at the crystals too. The crystals can actually give you messages. So here it is, vacation. And if you could see it, just try to clear that up. Okay, vacation doesn't seem like it wants to clear up, so I'm going to read it. Take time for relaxation and adventure. And she's got some butterflies around her. She's flying on a magic carpet. It's a young little girl with flowers in her hair, as you can see. And she's flying with the beautiful birds and the doves and the flowers, and that's wonderful. Isn't it nice when we go on vacation, we can just go away from all of our troubles or problems or just a hectic day-to-day stress that we go through with work, and sometimes we have to take the work with us. That's what many of us do, including myself, that we have to embrace the environment around us. Sometimes just going out away for a little while. Maybe you need to get away. Maybe this stressful energy has been pulling you down, has been creating this energy that you just don't like yourself anymore, and you need to just get out there. Maybe it's not even about, oh, I'm going to take a long vacation somewhere exotic and I'm going to embrace it. That's wonderful if you can get away for whatever time that you need. But maybe it's just take a break for a day. Go somewhere different. A change of environment, a change of scenery can actually help you empower yourself so that you don't feel the negative effects of the same situation. It can actually inspire you. I always say go to someplace different, someplace new. If you live near the water, you're very fortunate because water has so many healing properties to it, so much energy vibrations that we pick up. You can get messages even when you're just near like a lake or a pond. Water is the base of the messages running through because our planet is filled with water. The majority of our planet is made of water. Even you can get the messages, I know this sounds crazy, when you're in the shower. You can just get a message and you're like, where did that come from? But you may be thinking it's, oh, it's my thought pattern, it's just thinking out loud. No, you know what? The majority of messages come from water. And if it's from a shower, if it's from being near water or taking a bath, that's why we like to sometimes take a nurturing relaxation bath with water and the candles and the aromatherapies. We do this over the years because it helps us unwind, reflect. So that could be your vacation, going into more of a different type of vacation, not so much getting out of the house, but I'm going to give myself a nice facial, or I'm going to go into a nice bath and use some crystals, energize my energies around me with some salts, bath salts, whatever that may be. Water does amplify energy messages. And I know I talk about self-care all the time because it's really, really, really important for you to take care of yourself. In order for you to function spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, you need to take care of yourself. You can't live on one or without the other. I always talk about, for one, healthy eating. Eating right, eating the best that you can be. I mean, nobody can be perfect. No one's going to be 100%. But if you're trying and you're staying away from certain things that can trigger negative effects in your health, you're going to stay away from it. We all have something. Two, get out there, move, exercise, move around a little bit. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to get into a exercise routine with a specific type, but more of like just get out there and start walking. I like to walk. I like to go on nature walks. I like to go to parks. Whatever my body allows me to do. Sometimes we can't do it all at once because we have to go slow. But whatever works for you, you need to start moving. Start getting up there and just moving. Meditation, very, very important to reflect and just keep your mind set in a right direction. Meditation is a very, very beautiful thing once you get into it. Some will call it as, oh, I'm falling asleep. No, it's not like you're falling asleep. You're actually going into a trance. And I'd like to teach more about meditations. And maybe I might make a YouTube video on how to meditate to teach everyone. But you can find this anywhere. You just need to reflect on your soul center, reflect on yourself, and just let yourself go. There are many ways to do this. I can't tell you exactly how in this video, but you know what I'm talking about, and you need to do this. It's mind, body, and spirit. It all comes together. Okay, so take that vacation. Next card. Celebration. goes so well with vacation, celebration, let go and have fun. And that's what we need to do. This woman here, she's got a rainbow, looks like a rainbow. Actually, her hair is made out of gold, beautiful gold trees, and one of my favorite cards out of this deck, because I love the rainbow out of her scarf. And as you can see, she's got beautiful flowers, and she's got butterflies, and she's running with the beautiful animals of the forest. She's just letting go and having fun. You know what? Sometimes we don't know how to have fun because we're so wrapped up with, oh, I need to do this, and you're so much on a schedule in your life that you think that that's the way life is. And it's not. It's not all about that, because if you don't take time out for yourself in any way, how do you reflect love? How do you feel love? When you're always keeping yourself locked up that I can't get out, I can't do anything because I need to wake up early for work and I come home late and I don't have time to eat lunch, or I don't have time to eat dinner, or I just eat on the run, guess what? You're not living. You are just working for the bills. You're just working for someone else, and you are not free. I mean, freedom is everything. Letting go is everything. Freedom is what you need to do. Now, maybe your schedule is hectic, and I understand about those things that does happen. It happens to me, that you can't do this every day. Pick one day, even if it's an afternoon, even if it's a morning or it's an evening. You need to let go. You need to recharge your batteries. Now, I highly recommend that if you can do this at least twice a week, it's more beneficial for you. Early on in the week or later on in the week, it's good to have twice a week time out for yourself. If you are restricted, you need to make time. It's like making an appointment for yourself. If you don't do this, no one else is going to do this for you. You're going to find that you're not living with your divine partner in love. You're not expressing the love you have, because every single day you're work, and you're not sharing enough with your husband. You're not sharing enough with your wife. You're not sharing enough with your boyfriend or girlfriend, whoever you have in your life, and they're feeling neglected. And then that's when problems can cause. Distractions and negativities, and that's where the fear-based energies can be triggered from the past. Whatever it may be, it's time to let go, release, surrender, and enjoy yourself. Especially now, we're coming into a beautiful time. A beautiful time of May is going to be here very soon, and it's a time to embrace the springtime weather, or it's a time to embrace the autumn weather. I love autumn, you know, that's one of my favorite seasons actually, and it's more of a time when you see things changing up. I mean, yeah, it gets cooler. In spring it gets warmer, but though it's like energy shifts, energy changing. It's affecting you. So you need to embrace the season for how it comes into your life and celebrate. I can't tell you exactly what that may be, only you will know, but you're definitely in a path right now where the cards are saying the divine messages are, you need to take time out for yourself, self-care. Maybe it's book a massage and feel good about yourself, or do your hair. I mean, we all can do something for ourselves, men and women. So I am not directing this only on women, because men do these things as well. My husband gets these things. He takes care of himself as well. And it's good to always have self-care, whatever that may be. But us as women, of course, we have different things that we tend to than men. But whatever that may be, you need to focus on what that is. Now, it may not be exactly what I'm suggesting. Maybe you like to do something else. Maybe you have another way of unwinding and celebrating and letting go. My personal preference is working out, exercise, lifting weights, yoga, running, cardio, anything to do with physical activity. I just love it. And I always encourage people to do it because it releases endorphins and it really helps your energy, your vibration. I'm like really in a positive mood. I worked out this morning, so that's why it just lingers. It's good for the soul, it's good for the spirit, and healthy eating, that makes you happy as well. But whatever it may be, you need to focus on yourself, and I'm not here to advise you it's time to start eating better, but maybe it is. The messages are coming in that it's time to take care of yourself so you can feel happy. And I'm only here to advise you so that you can empower your life the best way you can, okay? And I hope you've enjoyed this reading. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me the thumbs up. I just want to say thank you for all the encouragement and support you've given me. It really means a lot to me, and it helps me to do more for you all, because I want to do more for you all. It's a blessing. It's a blessing because we have an energy exchange. I give out these readings through the divine. The messages are not from me. They come from the divine. They're messages for you to take with you and use what you can. It resonates with you. And if not, that's fine. Maybe you can visit this video again, or, you know, another video that may help you. But whatever it is, messages will come through in many, many ways. Also, if you'd like to get your own personalized reading, I do offer phone, chat, and email readings. The links are in the description area on my websites. Also, check out my other websites. I do have several blog articles, Soulmates, Twin Flames, Divine Partners, and I try to get more information out so that you could understand your situation. Everybody is different. Everybody is unique. So I can't cover everybody, but I try my best to get as general as I can for the world so that we can take these messages to use them to our highest good, because that's what we're here for. We're here to empower ourselves, okay? Also, check out my other YouTube videos. I do have several readings that may resonate with you, because they're not necessarily meant for the date that is on this specific reading or what type of reading it is. It's all about you taking it to use it for your highest good, like I said before. Also, if you have any questions, I want to help you. So please post them in the comments area, or if you have any comments that you'd like to post, I appreciate reading everything. And I want to thank all my subscribers for subscribing to me. It means a lot to me. There's several new subscribers. I want to say welcome and thank you. Also, if you are not subscribed, I hope you can, because I do release these videos on a weekly basis and usually on the weekends. I'm going to be releasing more videos throughout the week, so stay tuned. And until next time, God be with you. Namaste.